Este es el reggae que empieza a sonar, va de Vilcabamba hasta las orillas del mar. Este es el reggae que empieza a sonar, va de Vilcabamba hasta las orillas del mar. Lleva el mensaje de hermandad y sanación, curremos a la pacha, derrumbemos Babilón. Lleva el mensaje de hermandad y sanación, curemos a la tierra, derribemos Babilón.
Hello and welcome to Alegria, co-creating in consciousness and life, where we breathe into our greatness. I am Camila from the Rainbow Sunshine family and honored to be here with you once again. We have a lot of wonderful surprises for you today, so to begin, we're going to start with the affirmation of today.
Breathe. Repeat with me. I love to be alive. I love to be consciousness. The happiness is my light. I am infinite love. I love to be alive. I love to be consciousness. The happiness is my light. I am infinite love. I love to be alive. I love to be consciousness. The happiness is my light. I am infinite love.
So what we have next for you is a very interesting and open-minded interview from a doctor in Chinese medicine who graduated from Harvard. She shares with us her experience and the way that divine universal energy is manifesting itself in her, and the many ways that this consciousness of no separation can manifest in all ways of life. We hope you enjoy as much as we have our experience with her, and that you can take away the essence of knowledge and wisdom that she shares with us.
My background, I've been practicing Chinese medicine for about 10 years, so there's a lot of interaction with the qi, with the prana, and at least in theory that is what powers the universe. In my various meditation practices, often in meditation I'll have very beautiful experiences of the light and love of the cosmos. And yet when there was a disconnect between that experience and my day-to-day living the way I lived my life, I still believed I have to pay my bills, I need money, I need food. There was just a heaviness in the way, even though I do the healing profession gives me a lot of joy, there is an underlying current of knowing that this isn't it. And when I go to meditation, it felt almost like an escape, a stress reduction. Because life is stressful, and then I go to this beautiful place where I see the expansiveness of the cosmos in my meditation, and then boom, pay the bills, go to work. And I just knew there was a way to breathe that heaven into the earth. I somewhere deep inside my cells, I knew there had to be a way. And I think it was maybe 2 years ago, I saw you and Akahi on Master Ching Hai, and I thought, and the idea of not eating physical food just is so deeply ingrained that I thought I'm not ready for it at that time. I've done some other practices. A very powerful practice I did is with Byron Katie. She does something called the work, where we actually look at memories and stressful thoughts and beliefs and reprogram it. And I felt that that was a key part to what got me ready for this work ultimately. And yeah, and then I did a period of several months where I fasted 1 day a week and felt comfortable with that practice. I gradually lightened up my diet. So from the first moment I saw your videos, it planted a seed, and then it took me about 2 years before I felt really like I was ready to step into the 8-day process. And at the time, the 21-day process that was known to so many people had some things that didn't resonate within me. So when I discovered that Akahi has this 8-day process, and the joy and fun and happiness that was oozing through the webpage, I knew that was what I was looking for, how that blissful, ecstatic joy of heaven that I experience in meditation can be a day-to-day conscious living experience. That's what I really was yearning for, and I found it in the 8-day process. Yeah, it's impossible to even describe, because I didn't know what that would be like to not eat or drink for 72 hours, especially the no water for 72 hours. And the shock and surprise when I feel great. I don't even feel thirsty or dry or dehydrated, and medical science says I would be dead already. And so it's like the mind is blown away over and over again during this 8-day process, how easy and smooth the transition was. That, wow, there's just so many beliefs and stories that we've been told that have programmed into ourselves that are just simply not true. So the bursting open of new possibilities over and over and over during the last 8 days, and so it feels like it's just a beginning now. Yeah. The only time during the 72 hours that I felt any hunger, I learned so much from this, is when during one of the morning breathing sessions, the work during the breathing sessions was to look at an old, difficult, painful, or uncomfortable memory from a place of love and harmony, and we review it several times. And the first time we reviewed it, I was not hungry. The moment we reviewed that memory, it had to do with a situation of disharmony in our family and people fighting, and then talking about not enough money, not enough food, and lack. The theme of lack in this memory in my childhood, when everybody was yelling at the family about this. And then And then suddenly, oh, the hunger, severe hunger pangs. And then I reviewed the memory, and the hunger went away. And then I saw this family situation as simple energy flows. And there was no more hunger. It was just human beings interacting. There was no emotional charge to it, and then there was no hunger. That was the only time in the entire 72 hours where I felt any hunger, and I learned a lot from that. I learned that it is these belief systems that have been programmed to ourselves that generates that hunger. And I did not feel thirsty at any point in the 72 hours. The first morning of the 72 hours, because I was staying with my wonderful friends, Ryan and Francesca, who live in Sebastopol, they were still going about their lives, and they made their breakfast. That first morning I smelled it, and I thought, oh, that smells good, I want some. I wasn't hungry, but the smell. And then they were eating 3 meals a day every day the subsequent days, and for some reason, because I was coming here doing the breathing sessions, when I smelled the smells again, I just thought, oh, that smells good. I'm so happy they're having a nice lunch. There was no thought of, I want to have that food. And I would tour my friend Ryan's garden. He has beautiful edible vegetables, and as the not eating or drinking continued on, the smells, the pores, I could drink from the trees and from the flowers and smell his herbs and his vegetables, and just, that was so fulfilling, an experience I never had before. And I also had a moment of thinking about the previous day before we started the 72 hours, the taste of the coconut and carrot juice that we had tasted the previous day, and the moment I thought it was as if a whole glass was created in my mouth, and I drank it and felt so full. The magic of what this body is capable of doing. It was amazing discoveries, those 72 hours. I would say the 8-day process helped me to know, not just from a theoretical perspective, but from a physical experience of who and what we really are, beyond all the stories we've been told that have been programmed to us. And it is hard to describe what that is, except that some of the symptoms of remembering who and what we really are, and allowing the universe to breathe us. Side effects include aches and pains go away, energy feels great, no more hunger, no more thirst. Seeing the universe, the beauty, so much more clearly. The list goes on and on and on and on. And so I had thought that it was going to be an experience of seeing if I could live without physical food or water, but it turned out to be so much more. So many discoveries, endless streams of them. I would say that it was a gradual transition over the course of 8 days. The first few days, I wanted to sleep a lot. There was a knowingness that there was a new energy system being installed, something like that. And so during those middle 3 days of no food or water, I actually didn't feel tired, but I felt like my meridians, the circuitry was shifting, moving, recalibrating, reconnecting, doing all this interesting things. So I would get up and move move and do some things, help my friends Ryan and Francesca with their house chores, and then it was like having a new body, like adjusting. And it was day 5 I started feeling better, day 6 really better, day 7, day 8 just so great. Superb energy, better energy than I've ever felt in my entire life. So it was like a whole new circuitry system being installed into my body is the sensation. And there was a lot of allowing myself to sleep. The body didn't actually feel tired, but I just feel sleepy. And I just knew, okay, lay down. It's time to allow the body to recalibrate. And I allowed that to happen, and this is the result. Yeah, well, one of the discoveries that I made this week is that the universe is always trying to breathe, is always breathing all of us. But because of our thoughts, our beliefs, and our mental and emotional state, we cinch that breath in and we don't allow the universe to flow. And so actually we relax that grip until there's no grip at all, and you just realize I don't have to control it. And it starts gushing through. And that's the experience, is that the old way that we were, that was the difficult way to be. This is the easy, much more natural way to be. And yeah, so there's an awareness of how powerful it is if I just let go of trying to control it anymore.
Thank you so much for your reflection, Edith, and your wisdom and your experience. It's really valuable for us to know this and to feel you, because you look amazing, you feel amazing, really radiant and beautiful. So I'm really happy for you that you have given yourself this opportunity. I'm happy to be able to witness you in this moment of your life also.
Thank you for sharing this amazing teachings with the world. Just that when the timing is right, I invite you to step into this process with us too. And whenever the timing is right for you, you'll know, and infinite joy awaits.
Thank you, beauty. We hope you have enjoyed this episode of Alegria, and we thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to sharing with you once again next time, where we will continue to breathe into our greatness. Today, we want to leave you with some images of the symbol of the infinite, so that we may always be reminded of the infinite ways that the universe has to express itself through us and around us.
Este es el reggae que empieza a sonar, va de Vilcabamba hasta las orillas del mar. Este es el reggae que empieza a sonar, va de Vilcabamba hasta las orillas del mar. Lleva el mensaje de hermandad y sanación, curremos a la pacha, derrumbemos Babilón. Lleva el mensaje de hermandad y sanación, curemos a la tierra, derribemos Babilón. Unidos de los brazos cantemos esta canción, juntos todos los pueblos en un solo corazón. Unidos de los brazos cantemos esta canción, juntos todos los pueblos en un solo corazón. sanación. Derrama tu alegría, cada paso es bendición. Cuerpo de luz tú eres, eleva tu vibración. Derrama tu alegría, cada paso es bendición. Oh.